And also, why are you hard coding this in C++? Because I am, okay? Just I understand what you're saying, Paul, about the separation of concerns, but here's the thing. Um, there are lots of people that like make games and stuff like that, and they waste a ton of time trying to make everything so it's like, oh, I need to tweak this. I need to be able to tweak this, and then they spend all this time building this thing with this like big UI toolkit, and then they never get to the actual game, right? And I made the pragmatic decision to temporarily hardcode the colors until we arrived at this very moment. In which case, now it's become a problem. Now I can fix it. See? That's kind of how the design of the game, like, that's how the engine is really designed. It's like, I do not make decisions until I need to make them, which is very important because otherwise, and a lot of people do this. It's like they'll be like, oh, they look at an engine like Unity, and they'll be like, look at all this stuff that they have in Unity. I'm never going to be able to make a game in my own engine unless I have to implement all this stuff that Unity has first before I start making the game. And that's totally wrong, right? You need to get as much stuff as you need together to make the game. And then, when something becomes a problem, like it has now with the color picking, when something becomes a problem, now you should loop back and implement that. So, probably one of the things I'll be implementing this week is color picking. And so that's kind of, that's a little mini rant about that. But yeah, I do see a lot of people like try to make their own engine and then they never get to the part where you actually make the game because they're like, oh, I need to implement all this stuff and it needs to work before I start working on the game. I need to make it like an engine like Unity, right? And it's like, no, most of the stuff you don't need, and you should just wait until you have the problem to implement that kind of stuff. Yeah. Rant over.